The last school bell rang today, but instead of feeling free, I felt something heavy in my chest. Everyone was shouting, laughing, throwing papers into the air like confetti. But somehow, everything sounded distant. Because I knew, when the noise faded, something important would end too. I stood by my locker, watching people rush past, faces I might never see again. And then my phone buzzed. A message from Aarav. Meet me at the rooftop. One last time. My heart stopped for a second. One last time. I didn't even realize those words could hurt that much. He was already there when I arrived, sitting on the old concrete ledge where we'd eaten lunch almost every day. Same blue hoodie. Same crooked smile. Same calm that made everything around him feel okay. "You're late," he said. "You always wait," I teased back. We opened our lunch boxes. Same menu, samosas and mango juice. He insisted they were lucky. For a while, we just sat there, watching the sky above the playground. No words, just the sound of wind and the soft clinking of our juice bottles. Every now and then I looked at him and wondered, how am I supposed to say goodbye to someone who feels like home? He noticed me staring. "What?" he asked. "Nothing," I lied, because everything felt too big to say. After lunch, we sneaked into the art room, our favorite hideout. It smelled like paint and old paper, just like it always did. Our old doodles were still pinned on the corkboard, the messy sketches, the inside jokes, the one where we drew ourselves as superheroes. He laughed. "Remember when we painted that ridiculous sunset?" "Yeah," I said, smiling. And everyone thought it was abstract art. He sat by the same stool he always used. But this time, beside it was a half-packed suitcase. My stomach dropped. It was real. He was really leaving. He caught my eyes on it and said softly, "It's just a year, Meera. I'll be back before you know it." I nodded, but my heart didn't believe it. It started raining out of nowhere, like the sky couldn't hold it in anymore. We ran to the back of the school, to the old rain shelter. The same place where he once gave me his jacket during monsoon season years ago. I still remember that day, how the rain was heavier than this. How he brushed water off my hair. And how I fell for him without even knowing it. Now we stood there again, older, quieter. The rain fell like a curtain around us, closing us off from the world. He was standing so close. I could hear his breath over the sound of raindrops. I wanted to tell him everything. Every little thing I'd kept inside. But how do you confess love to someone who's leaving tomorrow? What if saying it just makes it hurt more? So instead, I stayed silent. And he just smiled, like he knew what I couldn't say. We went back to our classroom one last time. The walls were covered in farewell doodles, signatures, and old memories. Our desks still had our carved initials, A+M. He ran his fingers over it and smiled. "Promise me you'll call," I said quietly. "Only if you pick up," he grinned. I wanted to say, "Don't go." I wanted to beg him to stay. But instead, I said, "I'm proud of you." And that made him smile. That gentle smile that said everything would be okay, even if it wouldn't. We walked home together, like we always did. Except this time, every step felt heavier. Every word felt like it might be the last. He talked about his new city, how big it was, how different it would feel. And I just listened, memorizing his voice, his laugh, his way of looking at the world like it was full of wonder. We reached the crossroads, the place where we always said goodbye after school. Only this time, it wasn't just for a night. He stopped, looking at me under the streetlight. "This is it," he said. I nodded. "Yeah, this is it." For a moment, neither of us moved. The world went completely still, like even time didn't want to interrupt. My heart was racing. I couldn't let him leave without knowing. So I said it. "I love you." The words came out small, trembling, but they were real. Every letter of it was real. He looked at me, not surprised, not shocked. Just calm, gentle. "You didn't have to say it," he whispered. I always knew. He smiled, that quiet, heartbreaking smile. And then he turned and walked away into the night. The sound of his footsteps faded, and I stood there, smiling through tears, under the same sky that once held our laughter. Maybe love isn't about holding on forever. Maybe it's about learning to let go, beautifully. The rooftop, the rain, the carved initials, they'll always stay. But so will the warmth of that last smile. Our last day together became the first day I truly understood love.